Hi, I'm Daniel Cooper from PCE, and today we'll be covering the whens and the whys of ESOP valuation. In particular, when an ESOP trustee would need a valuation, and then also looking at the reasons that would drive that valuation to take place. The first when driving the need for an ESOP valuation is when the ESOP is formed. At that point in time, the trustee would need to obtain an initial fairness opinion. And why is that? Well, under the regulations, it's very important for the trustee to pay no more than adequate consideration for the stock that it is purchasing. That means it cannot pay too much for what it is buying on behalf of the ESOP. Now, why is that important? Well, an inadequate valuation or a valuation at the wrong time could lead to Department of Labor scrutiny of the ESOP transaction, and that could entail fines, investigations, and lawsuits against all the parties involved in the transaction. So definitely important to do this one at the right time, in the right way. Next, we're going to cover the second instance when an ESOP requires a valuation. The ESOP firm's stock needs to be appraised once a year for compliance purposes. And this means that every December 31st, the ESOP will require a valuation of its stock so that the value of what the ESOP holds in the company can be determined and reported to the IRS. And now, well, what could go wrong if you hire the valuation firm at the wrong time or the valuation is not done once a year? Well, one of the things that may transpire then is fines could be imposed upon the ESOP and the ESOP company because the relevant forms would be filed late. So again, really important to do this one in a timely fashion and to do it every year. The third and final time where an ESOP might require a valuation is when the ESOP stock is being sold to a third party. This is essentially the final fairness opinion and final valuation that will be done on the ESOP. And why is this important? Well, under the rules, the ESOP trustee cannot sell the stock too cheaply. In particular, it needs to ensure that it's receiving more than adequate consideration for the shares that it is selling to another party. So what could go wrong here? Well, if the valuation is not performed and is not performed properly, and it turns out that the stock was sold too cheaply, then the ESOP is exposed to litigation. It could be sued by the participants who would say that the ESOP trustee sold out too cheaply and too soon. So to summarize, today we've covered three whens, 3 points in time at which the ESOP would need evaluation, and we've covered the whys regarding the reason driving the valuation at each of those points in time. Generally speaking, it's important to hire a qualified appraiser with significant ESOP experience, and this helps protect the trustee from litigation risk. PCE's product is thoroughly documented, and we explain the analysis and assumptions that we've used to come up with the valuation, and this could help protect you if there's ever an investigation or litigation further down the road. If you are an ESOP trustee and you need a valuation firm either for an annual update or one of the other instances that we've identified today, please reach out to us using the contact information below.